being chased by a tiger in a jungle. A man-eating tiger. And these two things you should know about tigers. First of all, they could run much faster than you can. So if you're being chased, you're in a big trouble. Number 2, they like human beings for dinner. It's a delicacy, especially fat human beings. So anyway, this tiger was running after this man in the jungle. What did the man do? He was really in a big trouble. The tiger was almost ate his heel. He saw a hole in the jungle, an abandoned well. He had no choice. He took a risk, and he jumped into that well. And as soon as he committed to jump into that well, that's what he realized. He made a big mistake. Because that well was dry and there's no water in the bottom. Instead of water, there was a big, black snake caught up in the bottom of the well. Instinctively he reached the side of the well and grabbed a root which was poking through the wall of the well that stopped his fall. When he as soon as settled down and came to, he looked up. The tiger hadn't given up yet. The tiger was leaning over the well trying to pawn him from above. But his hands holding the root which was just too low, the tiger couldn't reach him. And then he looked down. The snake could wake him up. The snake lifted his head and opened his head trying to strike his feet, but the feet was just too high. The snake was stretching and couldn't quite hit the guy's feet. So then he was stuck between a man-eating tiger and a venomous snake. And when he was wondering what to do next, he saw from a hole in the side of the well, 2 mice crawled up, a black mouse and a white mouse, and those mice started chewing at the root. What's happening next? The tiger was trying to pull him from below and his backside was rubbing at the tree, making the tree shaken. On the branch of the tree directly above the well, there was a beehive. Don't worry about the bees, they're okay. When the hive was shaking, honey started to drip down. And this man put out his tongue to taste the honey and said, "Yummy! That's so delicious." The tiger went a little bit too far, reached too far, and he fell into the well. Fortunately, he just missed the man before right on top of the snake, crushed the snake to death and broke his own neck at the same time. That way, both of them were being killed. That man could climb out to the well at this pleasure and walked happily home again. All his worries were overcome because the unexpected. That is what you're supposed to do when everything is going wrong, when you're in big trouble, when your life is falling apart, when you've got a cancer, when your family left you. When you've got no money, you're about to go to prison or even worse. It always some honey dripping down somewhere. Please taste it. Yummy, that's delicious. You know why? Because we worry so much about the future that we can't enjoy the honey of the present moment, the joy of life.